Hey, good morning. Welcome on into your Wednesday and Hump Day. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Evan Thomas, and here in the Weather Center, we got a cold front coming through today. We started to see signs of that with a little bit of overnight rain for a couple of you, but thankfully at this hour, most of it is starting to dry up around the entire Arklatex. In fact, most of it is kind of currently in the areas between Nacogdoches and Natchitoches here early this morning. That should be fizzling out here as the early morning commences. All right, so here for the day today overall, I'm expecting mostly dry conditions, starting with a cloudy morning and starting to get a little more sunshine into the afternoon. But you will face some very windy conditions, mainly in the afternoon hours. That's going to be helping to bring in the cold front and the cold air, which are mainly going to be felt here for tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon. Again, it starts tomorrow morning, the bitter cold Thursday here for you, and then it'll lead into a chilly Thursday, and we got another chilly weekend with a separate cold front coming through. Yes, two separate cold fronts, one coming through essentially during the afternoon hours today, and the second one's going to be coming through on Saturday to lead us into some chilly temperatures as well for the weekend. So overall, again, we are staying chilly. That's the overall progression in the headlines here over the next week or so, with not just cold fronts coming through. Again, one cold front comes through today, and then another one comes through over the weekend, yes, but look at the jet stream, look at the blue arrows, look at where the air is coming from. If you pay attention and you have your focus kept still on that, you'll notice that the jet stream is still coming out of the north, coming into the Arklatex. That brings us cold Canadian Rocky Mountain air into the Arklatex continuously, starting with this cold front and continuing through the weekend and through early next week. No more 70s and 80s. We will be staying chilly. January weather, January air, I should say, is here to stay here in the Arklatex. Now, I will say those cold fronts coming through don't really mean much rain is coming on through beyond what we got overnight. Even the overnight rain totals are kind of trace amounts. If anything, maybe a trace amount in the southern edge of the Arklatex with some rain maybe showing up here on Saturday briefly, but that's it here across the next 7 days. So we're mainly keeping you first alert about these rapid temperature changes. Highs today still should reach up to temperatures here for this afternoon should still reach up and above 60 degrees here for this afternoon, but then come time tomorrow, there's that drop of about 10 degrees here for you. Highs are only getting into the lower 50s here for the coldest day of the work week on Thursday, and it's going to stay chilly again this weekend too. Another separate cold front checks on through. Thankfully, that won't be giving us any wet weather for any parades, which is good, but it's still going to be chilly, and you're still going to have to bundle up if you're headed out to the Krewe of Sobek parade. Hey, it's Mardi Gras on the Arklatex. Thankfully, when we say throw you something, mister, it doesn't mean we're throwing ourselves any rain here over the weekend, but again, it will be chilly. We got highs only in the 50s both days of the weekend. 7-day forecast here for you. Nice and dry here over the next 6 days. At least through the Arklatex. Highs in the 60s here today and briefly on Friday, but overall it is a forecast that's dominated by highs in the 50s and morning lows continuously in the 30s. I will say you do notice that little slim rain chance on Tuesday. I am expecting a major rain chance to come through somewhere around the middle of next week.